Hey guys, it's Aria, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about when and how to start the college application process. In my opinion, you really start the college application process with touring colleges. In regards to this, you want to start touring colleges by the end of your sophomore year, the summer between your sophomore and junior year, and then all throughout your junior year. You really want to be done with touring schools and having your list finalized by the end of your junior year, and I'll explain why later in the video. There are a couple reasons for why you should tour colleges. The first is that it normally gives you critical information that you can include in your why this school essay when it comes time to your applications. Some of which you can find on the website and some of which you can't. It just all depends on the school and the information they give. Another, of course, is to see the campus, see the actual school, see the community that the students bring, and the place that the school is located in. Usually, you can tell by stepping on campus, going through a tour of campus, whether it's a place you really want to spend the next 4 years of your life in or somewhere you really don't. And my last piece of advice with touring colleges, so many people make the mistake, or I don't really know if it's a mistake, but they'll drive like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or fly to go see a school, sit in on an information session and a tour, and then just leave. Like when you go to visit a school, especially if you're taking a lot of time out to go see it, sit in on a few classes, meet with current students, talk to professors, and really engage with the community and see what it would be like to live there as a student. If you start touring colleges too early, you might forget by the time your junior or senior year rolls around and you start finalizing your college list if you liked a certain school and why. Yet, if you start touring schools too late, then you're going to still be touring them by mid senior year or something, and that can get a little stressful. I know there's many reasons why students can't tour schools altogether or why they can't tour schools until their senior year. And I know a lot of people apply to colleges and then tour them after, and that's another approach. I've just always preferred touring schools beforehand for the reasons I just listed. But if you can, I would really advise to try to tour as many schools as you can and try to tour them by your sophomore or junior year so that it's not super early, but that you're not stressed senior year. Now, with your junior year, please get your standardized tests done this year. I have made so many videos about the ACT and why you should study for whether you choose the SAT or ACT, whichever one you choose, why you should study the summer between your sophomore and junior year. And I still highly advise it. Go watch one of my other videos. I explain it all, but the gist is that you want your junior year to be as stress-free as possible, especially because the academics will probably be so challenging. You're going to be involved with work and sports and clubs, so get the standardized tests out of the way. In case you don't get the score you want the first time, if you take it for the first time in September or October of your junior year, you'll have plenty of time to study and retake it. Like I said, junior year is probably going to be very rigorous academically, and you're going to want to spend most of your time on your classes, not just on studying for one test. And if you wait too long, you're going to be taking it October, November, December of your senior year when you're trying to get perfect grades for a semester, trying to write like 30 college supplements, and trying to have one last year of high school fun. And trust me, that is not where you want to be. By the end of your junior year, my advice is to have your college list finalized or near finalized. That way, when August 1st hits, you are ready to go. I have some really close friends who thought I was absolutely ridiculous for having my college list finalized by June of my junior year, and they waited, and now it's December of their senior year, and they're still scrambling to find schools to add to their list that they really want to go to. And it's just really stressful altogether. So just have, especially with the number of supplements many schools require, some of them require 8 or 9. I had a school that required 9. So just you really want to have your list finalized so you can tackle the supplements and make sure those are really well written. Also, real quick about colleges, I know a couple of you commented on my past videos asking where I've applied, if I've gotten in anywhere. I haven't answered that yet, but I will in the next upcoming videos. I promise I will make a video about that soon. Now, this brings me to the summer between your junior and senior year. Obviously, if you have any last tours to do them, but hopefully your list is around finalized. If you're still confused on why I keep mentioning the August 1st date, I made a whole video about that, so go and watch that. But the gist is that this is when the Common App rolls around. Again, if you don't know what that means, I explained it all in that August 1st video. For me, I had to write 36 supplemental essays total, so trust me, if I didn't start on August 1st, I don't know if I would have finished on time. Definitely no question about it, at the very, very least, get your Common App essay written and finalized before the first day of senior year, because that'll just be a huge weight off your chest. And get all the family stuff done on your Common App too. It asks about your family, your siblings, your like income, your demographics, where you live. Fill all that stuff out, because they're not hard questions. It just takes a really long amount of time. So just get that done in the summer, get your Common App finalized, do that for the bare minimum. I would also highly recommend getting your activity section of your Common App done in the summer too. Um, I know a lot of you might not know what that is yet, and I will be making a video in the future explaining the whole Common App and the activity section, but once you get around to that, you'll know exactly what I mean. I would also highly recommend getting at least half of your supplemental essays done in the summer, especially if you have a lot, and then you can always finalize them during the school year. Don't underestimate the amount of work some of these essays take and the amount of thought. A lot of them are really tricky questions, actually. You know yourself and your schedule. If you're going to be overloaded with work and clubs and activities and like 5 APs, and you're going to have like college essays on top of that, maybe get more done in the summer. If you can afford to spend a little more time on them during the school year, I guess that's okay too. It's really up to you and your schedule, but I would highly recommend at least knocking half of them out. So those are my more general tips on when and how to start the college application process. It's a big topic to tackle, so let me know if you want me to tackle any specific parts of the process in the comments, if there's any other topics you want me to talk about in the comments. And of course, like and subscribe for more future college content.